So this video is about a quick guide on how to select between Classic 350 or Meteor 350. And by the way, I would like to hear from the standard 350 owner guys. So for a 5.6 foot guy like me, here's why I would never choose a Classic 350. Number 1, the heat dissipation is very poor. When I ride my Meteor for 50 kilometers, then I start noticing some heat around my shin area on the legs. On the other hand, when I ride the Classic 350 for just 10 to 15 kilometers, it dissipates heat like crazy. Though it may also be due to the way Classic 350s are tuned, and that's to fly, literally fly, because those bikes have such a great torque and an initial low range pickup that you cannot complain about it, right? And I won't lie, I enjoy riding Classic 350 as much as my Meteor, and to be honest, even more than the Meteor, especially in the cities. I'll give you an example. A few days ago, I rode a Classic 350 for around 5 kilometers, and when I stopped at a red light, the heat was not only coming at the legs but up to my chest area, and this was so bad. Initially, I thought it would be from the exhaust of other vehicles, but I can totally recall that most of the vehicles were standing almost 5 feet 6 feet away from me, and most of them were turned off. So it was a bad experience. Then there is this sweet thump sound of the Classic 350 that Meteors can never match unless the engineers want to do so. So this is the first reason I would never go for the Classic, and that's because of the heat problem. Second reason is a hybrid reason. Due to the seat height, I find it a little hard to roll the bike on the stop, especially on the slopey surfaces. Then on such surfaces, when I try to roll forward or backward, the front foot pegs hit my shin. So suffering to move the bike when it is a stop is one reason, and getting hurt every time is another. This problem is not so much with the Meteor, in fact none. So if you are a hardcore fan of the Classic and a little heat at times is okay with you, and if you are a slightly shorter guy like me, go for the Classic. You won't face any significant problems, or probably you won't complain about it, because the joy of riding itself is very good with the Classic. You will never regret because of the retro look and the thumping sound of the Classics, and then a faster acceleration compared to the Meteor will make up for the cons of this Classic 350. Also, if you are living in an urban setup like in cities, Classic is perfectly fine. But if you notice every single thing and want more than just the sound and the acceleration, you can consider Meteor 350. It has marginally, and according to me it's significantly, but just for the sake of not being inclined on one side, I would rather say that the Meteor 350 has marginally less heating problem than the Classic. It is better suited for the shorter guys like me, and guess what? There is this gear indicator which will help you save the embarrassment at the traffic spots. And you will be glad to know that the Royal Enfield has compensated for the initial low speed acceleration, and that is a longer gear range. So it's easy to use while you are cruising on the highways and overtaking at higher speeds. So what do you think? Meteor 350 or Classic 350? Either way, you can't go wrong with the Royal Enfield.